we're designed to be addicted, right? We're designed, uh, you know, that, that post-workout endorphin, right? The cortisol stressors that you get, you get amped up, you can accomplish more things, you can process more information, you can work out harder. All those things are natural body responses. But then we do it over and over and over again, and we condition ourselves with so much cortisol and so much anxiety that we never come down. So on the same side, we're all designed to be addicted. We are designed to crave these pleasurable chemicals in our brain. We're designed to want them. We learn what they feel like, and then we continue to go after them. But the stress and anxiety that's associated with that is kind of like the other end of the spectrum. So when I say designed to be addicted, it's like a reinforced behavioral pattern. Like Mike, you were talking about, you did things along the way and you became an extremophile, right? Because you do something enough times, it's a habit, but then you do it and then it's not good enough and you keep pushing and you keep going more and more. But we're designed to do that, right? We're designed to seek that pleasure and to look for it more and more and more and more. So if you look at, let's talk about a buffet line. So, I mean, who doesn't like a buffet line, right? Especially when it's, the Sunday morning buffet line when you get the shrimp and the steak up there, right? There's an anticipatory, let's think about it. There's an anticipatory event. You go to a location, right? You wear a certain type of clothes, maybe. Maybe it's a Sunday morning thing. Maybe it's a brunch, right? You sit in a certain spot, right? And you perform certain actions. And you know that these actions are going to happen. You're going to have coffee. You're going to have juice. You're going to have pancakes. You're going to have ham. You're going to have steak. You're going to have something else like that, right? And that gets reinforced over time as being that is your pleasurable event, right? So that's not any different than going to a bar, right? You go to the same bar, you sit in the same place. I mean, what was that old TV show? Cheers, right? Where everybody knows your name, I guess. I mean, every little bar like that there's a comfort associated with that goes beyond alcohol itself, right? And there's a comfort associated with using substances around other people that goes beyond the substance itself. A lot of it has to do with the behaviors that you work up to that. Right, so I mean, there's behavioral addictions and then there's substance addictions, but in the end, it's all the same addiction because, like Mike was saying, one chemical takes something away and one chemical makes your body give it more, but it's the same thing. It's just 1,000 times stronger with the other one. So that pattern of reinforced behavior, right, that was my go-to. How did I deal with stress? I drank. How did I shut my brain off? I drank. I got to a point where I think I told my mother that I felt normal when I was drunk because I processed, it was kind of arrogant, but I processed conversations at the same rate other people did. And it's generally like I can't get out of my own head. Mike knows I'm a nerd. My brain goes 1,000 miles an hour. And so one of the things that I did for drinking that allowed me to actually enjoy things was it slowed me down. And now I can't do that. So what do I do next? One of the things that I've found for me is I just don't slow down. I take the engine out of gear, right? Which is like playing video games or working on concrete projects or things like that, where I'm no longer, trying to pull this semi up a hill, but the brain's still going. But back to the cycle of this, right? It took me a long time to learn how to be addicted to alcohol. Right? It's taken me a long time to learn how not to be addicted to alcohol. But at the same stretch, it's taken me even longer to figure out that I don't want to be addicted to anything, right? Which is where my current focus on my mental health is probably the biggest, it's the biggest journey of my life right now. Because if I stay sane, I stay sober.